Hey everybody, Alden plays Civilization 6 New Frontier Pass continues with our Lady Six guy of Maya playthrough. We have launched the exoplanet expedition, so right now we're just kind of sending people around to do things as the turns progress and we move towards a hopeful victory. I mean, we should have a victory unless things go crazy. I don't know how, like, meteors and stuff can start coming into play soon. So, it could all turn into chaos as far as I'm aware, but I don't exactly know how that plays out in this, this whole shindig we got going on with the apocalypse and whatnot. All I know right now is storms are going up, and we did look at this screen last time. I'm gonna look at it again. Next sea level change expected in 8 turns. Next melt of polar ice expected in 8 turns. So does that mean that we move into this this final phase at that point, or is that just a different thing? I'm not positive. I don't know exactly how you know, that pans out really. But the pathfinding dude. I told him to go up here, and he's like, you know what I'm gonna do is get on this land instead. I'm like, that's not exactly helpful, sir. That's not what we were intending to occur. They finished their flood berries here. That's good. That's great news. Let's switch to a shipyard. And then, what are you gonna do, sir? I guess we'll just have you chill here because there's not much going on, and you'll chill over. Just chill here. And then we'll be good to go for you guys. We don't need them running all over the place. I don't need to be making them everywhere either, but it is what it is. We're just gonna keep doing that. Keep on trucking. No, we're not giving you coal. We need all that coal to properly power an empire. It needs a lot of coal. Rock bands, man. So calm yourselves, rock bands. Yeah, that's right. It gets shut down. Radiant dust storm that does nothing. Continue to renew our missions. Let's see, who have we picked up this time? Nimitz! An admiral has joined the party. And we're gonna go ahead and buy the zoo. Can we buy can we buy a stadium yet? We don't have enough money to buy a stadium, so let's have you work on a stadium. And then you chill here, sir. We don't need to worry about your kind right now. So if we switch over here, we can turn this into a fishery, which can come in handy. Still, I think, a fan of mainly gold. Or do we want the production? Let's see. Highest production is just from internal trade routes, so let's do something like this. That's fine. That'll get us going. Or keep us going, that is. Oh. Help us out with the flood barrier, please. We're running out of flood barriers to build, which is a great thing, obviously. This looks like this is a good spot to build a little castle, man. Right on this little peninsula. Looking great. Fabulous, even. Place is really coming together at this point. We got a lot of good things happening in the Mayan Empire. I'm very proud of what we've put together here. I want this to be gone, so you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here. We're gonna look at faith purchases, and we're gonna buy one of these bad boys. Then they're gonna head over. Chester, you could turn into a submarine, but instead we're just gonna have you chill over here. Because that seems completely unnecessary at the present point in time. You're heading up here. You've actually jumped back into the water this time. You would be there this turn had the game not led you astray like it did before. How much we know to be fact. But something, you know, that's just the game handicapping the player. With bad pathfinding. It's all part of the game balance. There's nothing I could do, dude. I had to build it like that. It'd be too easy otherwise. Leaving bugs in for game balance purposes does entertain me. Obviously, that's not the reason why that bug exists. But I think, you know, it does happen in game development from time to time where it's like something that's introduced is a bug, but it makes the gameplay experience better for some reason. So it's kept in. I can't immediately think of any sort of example, but I know it's happened. I've watched it happen. But yeah, I can't pinpoint it. Those types of things interest me for sure. Moments where it's like, hey, something went wrong, but this thing that went wrong makes it better. We like it a lot. Let's make it just how things work from now on. I could have built a seaside resort there, and I think that would have been preferable. You're telling me to build the seastead here. I think this spot over here might be a better spot for the seastead. But what do I know? The game's telling me to put it in one place. I'm just gonna go against the orders, against the grain, and do my own thing. And the game's just gonna have to deal with it. Let's get this aluminum. You only have one charge left. Aluminum's a better deal for sure. Alright, you're heading down here. I don't care what the pathfinding does for you there. You might get there a turn later than you could have if I put you on manual controls. But we're not concerning ourselves too much with that right now. We let the game do what it does. Because really there's nothing else we can do. You gotta let it flow, man. Oh, we're gonna get the flood barrier. Is that gonna fix this tile, or is this tile forever ruined? Either way, we need this thing to happen. The betrayal emergency is nearly done, and we have defended ourselves as we knew would happen. No, a blizzard has struck Montreal. 5 error score for that. We've made it known that everything we did was the right thing to do by being more powerful than everybody else. Let's put a water park down here. Hanging out next to the Huey. You go on vacation, you're like, let's go check out the sights. Let's go to the water park. It's a good visit to Koba, man. There's a lot to do out there. It's an entertainment powerhouse. Oh, you know what I could do with some of these? Hold on. Let's see. Let me take this one of these military engineers and be like, let's go here. And then where's my other military engineer who's just kind of sitting around? Let me get you up like to here. Because I want to build mountain tunnels in there. They're not really going to come into much benefit for us, but those guys are sitting around doing nothing with their charges. They might as well do something. You guys are sitting around doing nothing as well, right? We have a mountain tunnel up here. Mountain tunnel down there. Mountain tunnels, mountain tunnels. Let me get... I do question some mountain tunnel placement, but let's go ahead and put one right here. And then you get a water park as well. More amenities, taking advantage of the beautiful open ocean to accomplish some things. We didn't need to try to make 2 stock exchanges. That was a mistake on my part, obviously. I guess we'll drop down a little seastead in here. Seems reasonable. I agree, game. Let's just do that. Some of those trade routes, obviously from the list, could be a little better than the one I'm choosing at the top, but I'm mainly just caring about production more than anything when I'm making the selection right now. So As long as it's just not, like, insanely bad in comparison to things towards the top, I'll just probably click the top one. Seems reasonable to me. Potentially reasonable, at least. Let me go ahead and drop, I don't know. Let's go put an exit somewhere down here. The tank is on his way to protect the area. Mountain tunnels need to exist all over the place. That's the name of the game right now. Civilization 6 Mountain Tunnel. It's the newest expansion. I really should send more things to the Bermuda Triangle. Such as this frigate who we could upgrade into something. Although it's not as exciting to send it through when we've already had the fully explored world, so we know where they could end up. But they do get a movement bonus. So there's still technically reason to do it. It's just not great reasons to do it, because we're not going to need the movement bonus for a ship. We've made it to a golden age. That does give, it does give our friend one, he gets 10 attack bonus against us, but he only has one city right now, I believe. Somebody said he might have more than one city. I think he only has one city. But maybe I said that when he had multiple cities, I don't know. Gain a giant death robot in your capital. Do we need anything else right now? Let's just do this. And you know what? I don't know when this thing's gonna happen, but by this thing I mean the next sacrificial period. But what we can do is this free one we got. We can't sacrifice him. We have to wait until... I thought we might be able to sacrifice him to a volcano at any point in time. That's not the case. He's gonna hang out here, or he's gonna hang out somewhere nearby. He's gonna be a sacrificial friend. Let's go hang out down at Chichen Itza. One of those bad boys is getting sacrificed next time, or all of them are getting sacrificed next time we get the opportunity. Let's do this. I know you can't actually be training them that whole time, and nor do we need you to. But honestly, I'm just gonna click train athletes for a lot of these places because it means that I don't have to go back and worry about moving a unit or something like that. So it's more of a laziness thing than anything else at this moment, at this point in time. That's how we want to live our lives, is a little lazier than normal. As we coast in. As we prepare for the exoplanet expedition to make its way through. The other thing you can always do, and we've done it before in the past, is that you just start skipping turns. But I'm having fun with putting mountain tunnels up, checking out. We could put like a mountain tunnel at this juncture too, right here. It's not super useful, but it lets you go between here and whatnot, which, like I said, kind of pointless. But that's okay. Oh, we're gonna send you down here next. You're gonna go get that. All right, ship, you've done good work keeping the rabble under control. Way to go. It's appreciated for sure. We could open a little pass right up here in case we wanted to go after them at some point, or if we decided to start a war and let them into us, it would make their approach easier, which is not exactly what you want to do normally, but you know, it could be done. Could be part of the plan. We got a mountain tunnel up here. Let's go put like a mountain tunnel at the top of this range then. How about that? We put like a mountain tunnel over yonder. Mountain tunnels, they can exist. They can be built. They should be built. I like mountain tunnels a lot. I think they come a little late game. I enjoyed when we were playing the Incans and I could get them earlier. I felt like that was a lot more useful for the overall gameplay experience. Well, somebody had a great Rock Band experience there. Somebody was just living and loving life.
If the enemy known are my beloved.
So more power to them. I don't know which person was having great things, but well played is all I have to say about that. Well played. We'll renew your mission. I guess we'll keep whatever this little city is. Welcome to the Mayan Empire. Please enjoy your flood barrier. Do we have a friend to send over to you? Let's go send this guy here. He can help them out a little bit. You don't have an observatory? Not that we need an observatory, but I'm gonna build you one. It's been the foundation of Mayan society is the observatory. So like, you know, even though we're technological powerhouses in comparison to everybody in this world, we could always be smarter. We can always be learning new things until such time as we run out of things to learn, which is imminent. Let's put a little mountain tunnel pass right there. Give us some options in the future. Wind farm. It's a beautiful thing. It is indeed. All right, let's go put a little mountain tunnel down here. Where are you going, sir? Let's check out this region. We gotta make sure the rabble is cleared out because it's been a rabble-filled area, and we do not condone such things. We need to make sure it's dealt with appropriately. And with an iron hand, it's crushed. We have to keep the peace out here, no matter the cost. This is being mined, right? Yeah. All right, let's go down here and maybe farm that land next to it. You can put a little mountain tunnel. Making everybody's lives easier with these mountain tunnels. The mobility increases tenfold. No, not really, but if we had to move guys around a lot, it would help out. There's no doubt in my mind about that. All right, let's see. Queue up some of these World Games things, even though we don't need them. We're already crushing it. Off-world mission is coming up soon, so we are accumulating 25 aluminum per turn. I think we picked up a lot. We picked up a lot of spaceports, and we're getting the bonus from aerospace contractors. So we're actually getting a huge amount of aluminum from that, which is great. That means that we have a lot to invest in our boosts. It's always a good feeling for sure. We're sending... I don't know where we want to put this. This is our territory over here. I'm gonna build a mountain tunnel. Poland's, I mean, they've been pretty good to us throughout this. Towards the end, they turned on us, but I still have faith in a long-term relationship with the Polish people. You know, there was a hiccup along the way, but that happens. Things will be sorted, and they will once again be great friends to the Mayan people. That's what we want. We want to work with them to get to that level. You know, you got a little nuclear Alcazar going on. That's fine. We don't need all the nuclear material on the map. I mean, sure, we should fix it. We're not going to. Not going to do it. We're going to live with it and enjoy it. It's just the way things are, you know. We built a castle there instead of a mine. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, wait, you wanted to put a little thing here, didn't you? Let me cancel your... I can't cancel your action because it's in between turns right now. Let's try to remember if it takes us away from this guy. Cancel his action. Put a mountain tunnel down. There you have it. There you have it. And I guess a research lab for you. And then you can work on a nuclear device if you so choose. If you see fit to do that, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm gonna cheer you on, sir. Let's put a mountain tunnel down here. Mountain tunnels all around. We want to make it so we are the masters of these mountains. They cannot stop us. They cannot slow us down. They actually will help us get to things faster than before. We have dominated our natural environment. Oh! What? Coastal tiles lost. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Let's look at this thing. Climate change, phase 7. Volcanoes, river flood. All this stuff is down now, but I think these chances are all down. Does that mean that the chances have been turned to be meteor drops now? Is that what's about to happen? Are we about to have some insanity? Excuse me, sir. You shouldn't have been here. This is not your home. This is the home of my army. Kagwana has been defeated. Did Kagwana get hit by a meteor? Comet strike! Asteroids pummel the planet. You can't take pummel the planet and turn it into a single word, Alden. That's not how it works. Oh man, where was that? Okay. Vatican City.
After 11 days passage in this
Off-world mission, we need you now. We need you now more than ever. Can I control these at all via Soothsayer? Can I like cause a strike or anything like that? Because that would be nice if I could just like wipe somebody off of the map with one of these bad boys. Like if I could wander up to the last city here and hit it with a comet strike. You know I would do it. I would do it to him. All right, let's see. Let's get a Lagrange, little Lagrange action. We're launching. We gotta get this thing moving. All right, great person activated. They've done it. Let's go terrestrial laser station. And you can be building the same things, right? So let's stop training. And then you're doing like you're doing the same type of thing. And now we want to spend builders to help us out. Oh, it's crazy out there. I guess let's buy more builders. So we bought a builder for each city. You can only use one per turn, so that's fine. This is what I asked for, man. I asked for these meteors, and we're getting them now, and we're seeing exactly how that happens. It's a dangerous time to be alive on this planet. But that's okay, because we're getting off of this planet, right? We're turning this whole thing around. We're getting off of this planet. But while you're here, man, you still got to try to improve things. You still got to make it better for the people. So that's what we're going to do. You can't just abandon it. You plant a tree. You put down mountain tunnels. You put a mountain tunnel down somewhere in here. I guess we'll put it at this end cap. You, sir, I want you to go like down here. We will persevere. That's all I know right now is we're gonna persevere. We're gonna get through this. The world may not get through this, but we're gonna get through this. The Mayan Empire, one way or another, will continue on. There's a little meteor site down here. You need to get this. I wish I could queue up like multiple paths for you, so he could get that and then go hang out at the other thing, and you know, just do that type of activity. Get it going. Mountain tunnels. I guess we didn't really need that mountain tunnel in particular, but whatever. It's not gonna hurt anybody. It would hurt if we wanted to drop like ski resorts around potentially, but we're not doing that. Oh no! What if we lost? Oh, the stadium. The stadium nearby the people. This was near our, that was south of our capital. It was south of the Chichen Itza.
The single biggest problem.
You guys, that was close. That was a close call. Oh. No, this is great. This makes it spicy. Well, you don't know what's gonna happen now. Like, we're on the clock for winning, but we're also on the clock for just being blasted out of existence. It's a fun place to be right now. This is one of the things that was always like the usually the more or less interesting part of a Civ game. Go ahead and start building the Venetian arsenal while we get out of this place. It'll be practice for the future when we decide we want to make that elsewhere. But what I was trying to say was, you know, the whole period of time towards the end of the game when you're wrapping up the victory conditions or whatever is usually the part I found more tedious and less interesting than the other parts of the game. But now with this being introduced, like if they do things like this throughout to just dial it up and make an era more I think introducing chaos or something like that is kind of a potential way to do it. And so I'm feeling like this thing is cool. It might solve a couple of my problems. The balance throughout the game of having all the tiles be super improved, maybe that needs to be tweaked. Maybe it doesn't. It's fun regardless, and you don't need to necessarily tone down the fun unless it's entirely game breaking or whatnot. But I'm digging this whole comet thing right now. I'm glad we get to see it in action. I want an appeasing of the gods to happen so that I can sacrifice one of my, or all of my giant death robots to the cause. Hopefully we get to see that. I mean, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything special about like sacrificing the giant death robot. I do believe you get an achievement for it, and that's one of the reasons that I'm hyped about it. But yeah, I don't think there's anything beyond that. Like, I don't think it's got a special. If they gave it a special sequence, that'd be pretty cool. But seems unlikely. Oh god. Stonehenge, no! Is this Petra City? Or is this east of... Where is this right here? This is Ottawa. Okay. This... Petra's up here.
Time will come.
Oh, man. Comet strikes. Discussions are available. I am being ravaged out here. Let's add some proposals to the table. I know that people don't like me, but you know what? I'm our best chance of getting out of this thing and keeping humanity going. So they should funnel all their funds to me because I am the most likely to get us past this incident. I might also be the reason that this incident occurred, but we don't need to let them know that happened, right? That's not part of what we need to be discussing. What we need to be discussing is how we get through this. And how we get through this is they funnel all their money to me. They funnel the money to me. We get out of this in one piece. We take some, we take some people. We shove them up on a second exoplanet expedition. Because we've already sent the one, and that just has Mayan people in it. Sorry to say. But we'll send another. We'll send another expedition out that has more people. We'll make, civilization beyond Earth happen. Because why wouldn't you? You obviously should do that. And yeah, everything will be cool. Where are you going, brother? We're building mountain tunnels throughout here, and you've already got... Oh, we could put one right here. That's fair. I like your assessment, Sid. I'm down with that suggestion. He gets sacrificed, right? Oh, you were supposed to be sacrificed to that over here. Well, I guess we'll get a fresh one for it, No harm, no foul. Let's go get another building. Where are we at, by the way, in the science thing? We're only traveling at 2 per turn, so it's going to be a little bit. I don't know. We might make this episode just a longer one and try to wrap it up on this one. It's like, it's about 30 minutes at this point. How long is this thing going to last overall? That's a good question. This is the part of the game where you don't know. You either cut it right now and then have another episode, or you roll those dice and you keep it going. And I think we're gonna roll the dice. I think that's what we're doing. Okay, good job. You made it over here. Now let's go get this thing. You head out there. I must tell you that your destruction of our Earth is not just affecting you, but your neighbors as well. I don't know what you mean, sir. The comets are destroying the Earth. That's not me. The comets are the problem, not the Mayan Empire. I know you might be measuring things and thinking, hey, they're kicking out a lot of CO2, but you have primitive technology. What do you know? We measured it, and it said it was fine. We got a terrestrial thing going. We need to queue up more of these bad boys. Lagrange terrestrial, Lagrange terrestrial. We do have more places too, right? I mean, we have other... Lagrange terrestrial. Get rid of that. Lagrange terrestrial. You get it. You get the whole rhythm that's going on here is a little Lagrange terrestrial. You drop them out. Thank you for having all of these spaceports for me to work with. How much is appreciated for sure. Do we got any more Lagrange terrestrial to be done? That's one of ours. That's not likely to have it. Alright. I think we're good to go. Train some athletes. You don't have time for that, really. Build a nuclear device. We gotta make sure we can protect ourselves from disaster. With these meteors coming down, people just act crazy, They get it in their heads that we somehow caused this, when obviously that's not the case. So you just gotta be prepared for when the people turn on you. Out of fear and lack of understanding, they come for you. And we just, we won't let that happen to us. While other people are playing the blame game, we're out here trying to make sure that things are being accomplished. So I would say we are the true heroes of this game, for sure. Another Lagrange station. I guess you can be sacrificed next turn, because we can't afford to buy another builder this turn. That's fine, though. Okay, let's get a tunnel through here. Good job. Building tunnels all over the place. It's a beauty. This obviously needs to be a tunnel right here. This mountain itself is a tunnel. It's just not aware of that at the present moment. We gotta make sure that it knows. We can't put assisted here. Assisted. I guess we'll drop one over here. And yeah. There you guys go. Beautiful work. You want a mountain tunnel there? You get a mountain tunnel there. It's right next to another one, but what? Who am I to say no to such a request? I don't think it'd be prudent of me to do such a thing. Are you guys? What's happening on this tile? You're both trying to move there. You're both on the same tile. It doesn't seem like it should be. It should be happening. Come on, man. The world should be loving us, and yet minus 19 diplomatic favor per turn. What have we done to deserve that? We've done nothing to deserve that. We might as well spend everything we get here. And Jadwiga, you need help too. There's no doubt in my mind that you also could use. Oh no! No! That's a dead city. That is a dead city right there. They passed it. I thought the world was gonna hate us, but we voted for it. It's just the Khmer, Lautaro, and Jadwiga as well.
There is nothing like
I knew we could count on her. I never lost faith in my friend Jadwiga. Oh man. It's dangerous out here. I don't know what to do. Build builders so that we can provide them support. You need a builder. You need a builder. When do we get to appease the gods? It's gotta happen. The gods seem angry right now. They need appeasing. I want to help the world out by appeasing those gods. I also want to help the world out by recruiting partisans. Just seems like the thing to do. I wanted to put it on this side, but I decided to click this other side for some reason. Maybe the man has lost his mind. Alright, we're gonna send another guy over there to finish the job that the one guy should have done. Oh no. What have we done? The world is chaos. The world is a dangerous location. Isn't it kind of the plot of Cowboy Bebop that the Earth is like destroyed by comets? No, that was from like the like a space station being shattered, and then there's like constant meteor showers or something that's happening. Similar but different, not the same for sure. Not the same, indeed. I want to put one up here. That's where I want to have another mountain pass. I don't know how long this video is gonna be longer, I think, than. Hopefully it's not an hour long. Oh, Lautaro, you should have given me those. I'm just so used to saying no to everybody's trades that I'm sorry. I accept Jadwiga. Lautaro, I didn't mean to slap you in the face like that. You were trying to help me out, and I didn't let you. I win. 100%. Oh, what's happening? Is this like a solar flare? What is this? Around the world, advanced tech screeches to a halt as cosmic radiation wreaks havoc. 0 units were destroyed. Oh god. Oh no. What have we done? What has this world wrought? You still have a friend. You've got this going. No! It's broken. Our spaceport is broken. We're still making progress, right? Because this one's still okay. Traveling 4 light years per turn. 20. Okay, so we're making progress. We don't have a ton of turns to accomplish here before the victory. I am really hoping that we hit another spot where we can sacrifice somebody, because if I don't, I'm gonna be sad. I would really enjoy getting that achievement. But, you know, if it isn't to be, it isn't to be. That can be okay. With all the disaster going on, I think we need to consider some holy sites out here. It seems like right now we've got to be looking to a higher power. We're like, what's going on? The people are confused out there. They don't know what to think, so they're reaching for guidance wherever they can. And that's why they want all these holy sites constructed. And we give the people what the people want. If the people demand such a thing, that is what we provide to the people. We're crowd pleasers, basically, is what I'm saying. Here you go. A little mountain tunnel. I guess, you know, we were supposed to have the other one over here. We failed to place it because I decided a tiny little solo mountain was a better place to do that. I don't know what went through my mind. Madness. Are we about to get hit by another comet? Okay, Lagrange Laser Station. We won the World Games by just a staggering amount. We always knew that that was going to be the case. But it is always good to see as well. You just go to sleep, because you're not providing us with any sort of benefit right now. Once again, the people are reaching out and they demand a holy site. The holy site demand is skyrocketing, so let's get it out there. Alright, I mean, we're getting closer and closer to victory. We just need to make sure that one of our space stations stays open through all this comet shenanigans. The comets are going buck wild. And all we need to do is just survive for a few more turns and we'll make it out of here in one piece. Maybe a couple pieces. I'm not guaranteeing that it's gonna be entirely clean. I think that'd be foolish to try to make that that agreement, because we all see what's happening. The world is absolute chaos right now. But together, I feel like this is unifying the people. We all know that we must make it off of this planet, so no one is out there trying to stop me. I don't actually know if that's true. What are we doing? Are we in a synthetic technocracy? Are we in a digital democracy? We are in a synthetic technocracy. That's what I thought. 85% of the polar ice is gone. It's not great. Just, I don't know, cocoa? I think we have cocoa. Put one vote in here. Climate Accords. It's a little late for those, isn't it? We're a little beyond redemption climate-wise, probably. Although I don't know how a bad climate starts summoning the comets, but here you have it. You see that that's the way things work. We had a couple people vote for synthetic technocracy. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to winning the extra spot. It's actually very surprising to me. So, if we're gonna do something, what are we gonna do? We're gonna put space tourism in. I don't know why, but we're all about space. So space tourism. We're stopping those others from messing with us. I guess he could have come over here and done some things, but that's fine. We'll just buy more builders, is all. And I am aware that I could be buying builders in Hul'che and getting an extra charge, which would help out a little bit. It's just not as close in proximity, so I prefer Koba to be the one to buy it. Plus, you know, it keeps everything within Koba. The people are getting the work. We're not outsourcing our spacefaring needs. We're keeping it all within the city limits, and that makes the people there happier. Keep them employed while all this chaos is going on. And so long as they're employed, you know, we'll be able to keep the peace. Once people start getting unemployed and the meteor strikes are happening and whatever, that's when the chaos begins, you know? That's when things really start to take a turn for the worse. You get a, I don't know, aircraft carrier armada. That's what you build. Perhaps the sea will be a less dangerous place. Seems very unlikely. Seems extremely unlikely. At Mecca, we're capable of bombing you for some reason. I don't really feel the need to do so, but it did wake up my jet bombers, so that's what you get. I guess we can build the mountain tunnel on this side. That, you know, that kind of accomplishes the same thing. That's okay. You got to the spot that I wanted to get to. How dare you, sir? I'm just gonna put you on explore. Have fun, brother. Don't get hit by a comet, or if at all possible, you know. Like, you can't really control where the comet strikes, but you can use your best judgment out there. I feel like with our level of technology, we should at least have some foresight as to where the comet's gonna strike. I don't know where it's striking right now, but it sounded bad. Lagrange. Lagrange. We got this one, guys. Don't worry about it. But really, can we get an appease the gods started? I ask you this, I beg of you. Please let an appease the gods begin. Because it would mean a great deal to the soothsayers. The soothsayers of this world. They really want to be able to have an impact on what's happening right now. They feel like they're being left out. That we're being punished because they're not being put up to the task at hand. And they're capable of handling the task at hand. I know this as a fact. You know, you put them out there to sacrifice to appease those gods, and they're sacrificing everybody. Giant death robot. If it was possible to do a jet bomber, we would do that too. We don't know. We'll put a missile silo here for some reason. We put things where we feel like putting them. There's no rhyme or reason anymore. Now you just gotta spread out and hope to not be shattered by a meteor. That's the only hope you have in this day and age. You just hope to survive. You spread out. You do good work. You wait for the exoplanet expedition. And then that is your salvation. That is the only thing that keeps you together. To stay together, you gotta separate. Keep your social distancing going. The social distancing is gonna allow people to survive the meteor strikes that are in rapid succession. And we will get through this thing. Somehow. And we'll be stronger because of it. That part is obviously a lie. This world is completely ruined. Oh, airstrip. You get a airstrip. You just go to sleep, so. There's no need for you to bomb that city, even though it's entirely possible. Oh, you guys did good work getting partisans. We need to gain sources again to have a chance at succeeding on that front once more. How many turns are we from a dub? It's got to be coming in close. I hope Koba doesn't get hit by a meteor strike, because Koba's just a great city and it deserves to prosper. So I'm hoping by random chance it survives. Seems like it's okay this turn. Victory!
Much as our ancestors did ages ago, we thrust forward into the unknown. The first pioneers set forth on an uneasy course.
Tell it, Sean Bain.
And yet once again did our people thrive. Now, under your leadership, we plot a new course and make another world our own.
Science victory for the Mayan Empire. Much as our ancestors did ages ago, we thrust forward into the unknown. The first pioneers set forth on an uneasy course, and yet once again our people thrive. So we did it. And the apocalypse stuff like fully kicked in, so that was cool to see. Ranking, we barely cracked the Augustus Caesar level. 2538 was our score. I found Rome a city of bricks and left it a city of marble. Buildings constructed. How did we do here? We had the most buildings, but not by a significant amount. Cities captured. We did a lot there. 30 plus, it looks like. Cities founded. We actually were at the top of that, too, so that's cool. I always like to be pretty high on the cities founded, if possible. Cities lost. Obviously, Canada and Lautaro had some problems there. Districts constructed. Yeah, we cracked a few districts open for sure. Great people earned. 25, 26, something like that. A reasonable amount, nothing insane. Number of combats. Who was having the most? That was the Khmer having the most. Interesting. Sehr interessant. Player culture. This started tumbling at the end. Is that because our cities were being wiped out? I don't know. Bad things were happening at the end for sure. Player error score. The Mapuche were ahead of us for most of the game, even up until turn 260 or so. Then we surpassed them. Player error score. Player faith. We were pretty low on this for a while, and then, once the harsh reality started to set into place, with our people demanded more faith per turn. Player gold. That was not really a problem of ours throughout this one for sure. Science. I would be surprised if anybody had been above us for more than a couple turns throughout this thing. You have they'd pass us a little bit here and there, pass us a little bit here and there, but at the end, obviously we crushed it. Player score. Kind of everybody in the same band, and then we took off when we started conquering everyone. That makes sense. Total governors, titles. Approaching 15, maybe 14 for that. Total governors. We had 5 governors at the end of the game. Total religions founded. So this is not an interesting one other than you can see that turn 74 was when the last religion was founded. Units killed. We still killed the most, even though we weren't... I felt like we weren't in war for very long in this one. Maybe I misrepresent that, because we did wipe out 2 civs, pretty much. Units lost. This was all mostly due to sacrifice. Sacrifice, I think. Or maybe units lost don't count as sacrifice? I don't know. Because I think we probably sacrificed more than the amount it was showing lost. It's hard to tell. War declarations received. Alright, that's not super interesting. Wars declared, also usually not super interesting. Wonders constructed. Man, the Mapuche, they were outdoing everybody by a crazy amount on this thing. They had like 16 constructed towards the end of this thing. Nice job, Mapuche. Yeah, I mean that was a Mayan apocalypse. I think we got a bit of everything from that mode. It was nice to see the meteor strike, I think, at the end coming into play. I like the approach of it. I think that if they introduce some more chaos into the back kind of quarter of the game, not just in the very end like we had here, but if there was a little more chaos into the back quarter of the game, I think that could maybe shake things up a little bit more and maybe not let somebody stay with a guaranteed victory. Although it does kind of suck to lose a game based on randomness or whatever, but I'd appreciate maybe a shot at it, maybe a game mode where towards the back half of the game, wild things like this could happen that could kind of shift the balance of the game a little bit. But I had a lot of fun. It's probably going to be a little bit before the next game because my last computer part is supposed to arrive on Monday. I want to make the shift at the end of the week. So probably it'll be maybe like a week. I mean, it depends. If I can figure out how to make sure I can shift the save data and whatnot, I might start one early. But what I don't want to have happen is start one and then lose the game, basically. Like, lose the data and just be interrupted mid-game. That would suck. So I want to avoid that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Like the video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later!